just joining us, welcome. And if you were watching earlier today, welcome back. This is the SFAI Umbro Gainer Cup for 2022, live from the University of Limerick. And our second game of today, the clash between the Limerick Desmond League and Cork League. So all Munster clash here in an all Munster group in Group 4 of this tournament. Hello everybody, welcome, thank you for joining us. My name is Alan O'Brien, and joining me on commentary today once again is Kevin Keller. Kev, as two Cork men here on commentary, we'll try to remain as neutral as possible, but looking forward to this game.
We'll do our very best. I'm not sure if you've seen some of the Sky Sports stuff when Gary Neville's commentating on games. It goes to him and he's like without actually expressing his glee over the commentary, but really looking forward to this one. As we said, Munster Derby. We had a cracking game before this, the Louth MGL South. So really looking forward to this game now. I expect there to be as much good football on display as we've seen from the first game. And of course, we've got Jack Milne over on pitch 2 from South Tipperary and Kerry, so he'll be phoning in live updates from that too. And with just some couple of results from the...
Indeed, so the results from earlier today, and we covered the Louth versus MGL South game. MGL, of course, from Dublin, the Metropolitan Girls League. MGL South coming up with a 3-0 win in that game. 3 absolute cracking goals. It was a great game, and goals galore around the grounds. We have, of course, got Jack Milne. He's going to be covering the action over on pitch 2, which is the other game in this, which is South Tipperary taking on Kerry. So, and then the other Limerick League, the other team in this particular group. So an all Munster group here in Group 4, just about to get underway, and it is Limerick Desmond who get us underway. They are going to be playing right to left as we're looking in this first half, wearing the all white with navy trim. Cork playing left to right in the famous Cork red. Opening exchanges here. It was the number 10 there for Cork. Olivia Shirky putting that ball long and out of play. The first throw in of the game.
As I said, looking forward to another cracking game here.
So, conditions here up in Limerick. It's a blustery day. You can see from the linesman's flag there. But rain has held off. A few showers throughout the day. It was balmy up until about 4 o'clock, and then the rains have come and the clouds rolled in. But staying dry here for the moment. But that surface is slick there. So
yeah, it's been intermittent at best, which is good for us anyway. Good for the cameramen, and of course good for the game as well. We don't want to see the game being rained off. It makes it harder to make those passes. There's a few more mistakes than when the surface is very wet, but a small bit of a zippy surface there, but these players will be well used to it.
So it's a throw in to Cork to be taken by Shirky. That headed back out of play by Jessica Meade from Limerick. So opening exchanges and a little bit cagey so far in the first kind of minute and a half, but a little bit of a break on here. This is number 16, Beth McCarthy, breaking forward.
If you're just joining into the stream as well, be sure to say who you're cheering from and where you're watching from.
This is O'Keefe battling well, surrounded by Limerick players, but can't pick out the pass. It's back with O'Keefe again. Strong tackle by Eva Loftus. Out of play for a Cork throw. Barrett to take. Back with O'Keefe. O'Keefe just dispossessed on the turn. Is Reedy. Cork come away with it. It's Harris. Harris looking for Blake. Out of play for a Limerick throw. Blake doing really well there on the far side.
Such a large pool of players as well, the likes of Cork have to choose from. You know, being the biggest county in Ireland, the amount of teams that they would have to choose. Spoiled for choice, I'd imagine. I'd imagine there were a lot of top players that would make it into any team. That
This is Gemma Leahy with a chance to get into the box. Leahy gets the ball across straight into the arms of Eva O'Kelly in the Cork goal, and that chance goes a begging. But yeah, Kev, you mentioned there about the Cork team having such a large pool to choose from. As Adeniran skips away from a challenge with a lovely bit of skill.
Yeah.
Adeniran breaking down the right hand side, being taken on by Sarah Curtin. Still Adeniran. Deneran has support from Amy McCarthy, puts the ball across. That ball bobbled up, could have gone anywhere, but ended up back with the goalkeeper, Sarah May Murphy. But yeah, looking at this core team and representation from all around the county, as far north as Mallow, as far east as Macroom, you're looking at Lakewood, City being represented, Douglas Hall, so a lot of representation. Middleton out in East Cork too.
It's a great old run there by the number 10 for Limerick, Desmond.
Yes.
Good skill to beat a couple of players, but she I think just ran out of ideas and kind of ran it out of play, although a corner's been given.
Yes, Eleanor Blake there, number 10, with a good move down that far side, down the Limerick right hand side, and winning the corner, first corner of the game. On the stroke for 4 minutes, and see there, Ava Loftus not being picked up, number 19, and as I said,
yeah, I like the way these corners are taken, but there's a huddle of players just on the edge of the box and they get their runs in. I don't like static
Loftus
corners.
with a header, still there for Limerick, comes clear. We'll have another look at this. It was a really good corner. Loftus hadn't been picked up particularly well, did get her head on it, directed it goalwards, blocked away. It was Faye Dunlea with the initial block and then swept up, sent clear by Megan Barrett.
Yeah, I think she got maybe the slightest of touches. I think she'd be a small bit disappointed that she didn't get more on it there. I think the pace of the corner would have carried the ball into the net. Being that close, it's very difficult for the keeper to react in time. But it's an early chance there for Limerick, Desmond.
Play resuming from the offside. And that's Shirky sending the ball forward. That ball sent long. Deneran, it's a big chase and the ball's going to beat her to the touchline, I feel. Indeed. Good tenacity to try and get on the end of it, because if you'd gotten on the end of it, there was no one around her.
Yeah.
Limerick players maybe just giving up on that, expecting it to go out of play. Reed just back at Deneran making a nuisance of herself. That ball ricochets out of play off Maisie Murphy from the clearance by Maya Maloney and out for a goal kick.
No goals to speak of yet. Only 5 minutes in.
5 minutes into this first half. Games happening concurrently all around us in the 4 pitches here in the University of Limerick, and we will have updates from Jack Millen, who's reporting pitch 2. The game between South Tipperary and Kerry. McCarthy's header not able to conjure up anything, and Limerick with a chance to come clear with it. It's Buckmanay. Battle here on the far side, Eleanor Blake. This is Maisie Murphy, just dispossessed. McCarthy just taken off her toe. Cork just trying to find a pass. It's Limerick in possession now. That ball sent over the top.
That might. Thought it might have been offside, but
yeah, Gemma Lee just not able to get on the end of it. But this is Loftus trying to skip her way through, dispossessed by McCarthy. And McCarthy coming through a tackle. Oh, that's a really wonderful touch there from Beth McCarthy. Oh, just dispossessed at the last moment by Buckmanay. Buckmanay being chased down by Deneran. That's a really good tackle. Judged unfairly.
Just a bit too strong in that one. If you're just tuning in, leave us know where you're watching from and who you're supporting, and we'll be sure to give you a mention in the stream. Of course, everybody can't make it here today. I'm sure there's plenty of relatives watching in, tuning in, getting to see their special someone live.
Nice free kick. Only finds Faye Dunlea. Dunlea to Barrett. Barrett on the turn. It's a really good play from Barrett. She's got McCarthy breaking ahead of her. Pass was poor. Goes straight through to Hannah Neville in the Limerick goal. So Neville electing to go short. Ball's looking for Leahy, but cut out for a Limerick throw. To recover her position there. So this is Daly's throw. It's back with Daly again. And Loftus putting the ball across. Ooh. Just ahead of Blake, who's rushing in there. It's now Blake in possession, facing off against her opposite number, Sherky. Blake on the turn. It's really good from Blake. Shot! Straight into the hands of Eva O'Kelly.
Yeah, she did very well there. The ball was just too far, the initial ball, but she did well to hold on to position, make the angle for herself for the shot. That'll give her confidence going forward, I'm sure.
So Deneran flicks it on, looking for Amy McCarthy. McCarthy just holding it up with Daly and company. And Daly putting that ball out of play for a throw. So possession wasted from the throw and sent clear by Limerick Desmond. The ball still bobbling around there. Beth McCarthy in trying to win it. Comes all the way out. Sent back forward by O'Gorman. Barrett unable to keep it in play and out for a Limerick Desmond throw. Possession turned over from the throw. Back with Cork again.
Yeah, wind starting to pick up a bit again here now. We're in the comfy confines of a tent. Although you can probably hear the sides of it flapping.
So it's a Cork free kick, and it will be a Deneran to deliver it. It's going to be outside of shooting range, although we did see a goal from this far out in the first game today.
Oh, we certainly did, and what a cracker of a goal it was. So I think this one will probably just be a cross.
Deneran's delivery over the head of everyone, straight into the hands of Hannah Neville. Neville's goal kick only finds a Cork player, sent back forward. Ends up now with Amy McCarthy. McCarthy's got Murphy breaking to the right. She wants to use her. McCarthy likes to go herself. Dispossessed Bachmane, and that ball's going to skip out for a goal kick. It's a corner that's been given, so came back off Bachmane.
Yeah, flurry of goals in the first set of games, and nothing in the opening 10 minutes. I suppose that's the way it goes. You either get a little or none at all.
Indeed, although we did have to wait for our first goal in the game that we covered between MGL South and Louth. It was the 27th minute by the time the first goal came. As a Deneran's corner is swung in.
Ooh,
and it's there for Cork. Oh, it's cleared off the line. Still there for Cork, is it? Bachmane tries to clear. It's with McCarthy. McCarthy comes back out to a Deneran. Deneran's delivery back in, goes straight out of play. But a chance there for Cork from the corner.
Yeah,
Adrenaline's delivery.
Corner. I mean, that's a perfect position, and I think it's more along the lines of the Limerick Desmond chance, where it was a fantastically delivered ball, but there just wasn't enough purchase on it, from the player the ball was delivered to, and it would have caused real issues if that had been goal bound. Yeah,
it was Barrett with the initial header, and Limerick conspired to get it clear. It is now Limerick who come clear with it. Sent forward by O'Gorman. This is Bachmane. Possession turned over again. It's now Fitzgibbon. Bachmane. Oh, that's a really good pass. And a chance possibly on for Limerick Desmonds. Can they make something of this? It's a strike. Wayward from Gemma Lee. He just couldn't direct that shot on target as it came through to her in space.
Yeah, what's going to be concerning for Cork is if you were just tuning in, you'd think that Cork were the attacking team there versus the amount of Limerick Desmond players that were outside their 18-yard box. It was a 2-on-1, and Limerick Desmond will be a bit upset maybe they didn't get the shot on target, but I think they probably started the better of both teams.
So this is McCarthy. McCarthy taking on Daly. Daly wise to what was going on there. Cork back in possession. This is McCarthy again. Trying to get to the byline with Bachmane. Gets past her. McCarthy still going. Just dispossessed by Maloney. And Bachmane is able to send it clear. Only as far as Murphy. Murphy with the delivery in. Looking for Barrett. Barrett has kept it in play, but can't prevent the throw.
Just a couple of messages coming here from people. Best of luck to the Phoenix Samphires players. I'd imagine that's the Kerry contingent. Kevin Deedy, I actually recognise that name. Julie Christy Murphy, watching from across the water whilst visiting Sarah May's nan. Thanks for tuning in. Of course, if anybody's watching now, we've 115 watching. If you'd like to say where you're watching from, who you're supporting, we'll be sure to give you a shout, as we know a lot of people can't make it here today. Still no goals.
So it's Loftus winning the ball for the Limerick Desmonds. Out of play for a Cork throw. So it will be Sharkey to take. Sharkey looking for Murphy. The throw cut out. Back out for another Cork throw.
Just a quick word on the facilities, not only of the pitches here, but the overall sports campus at UL is just... It's an incredible setup, and they seem to be adding more to it new year. I think we see a climbing wall over there by the track as well that was added recently, and the multiple pitches, I think, not only here but on the south part of the campus as well. There's multiple Astro pitches, and the facilities here, and over the summer they host so many tournaments, not only Gaynor and Kennedy Cup. The Cross Under 21 World Championship is going to be here in August, and chance for Cork.
It's a strike from distance. Oh, wasn't too far away from Beth McCarthy. Limerick putting themselves under pressure from their own goal kick, and McCarthy, she was searching from that top bin and wasn't too far away.
We've already seen a top bin today.
Yep, Limerick again electing to go with the short kickouts, and I mean it's what they're coached to do now from a young age, is to go short and retain possession, but then you leave yourself susceptible to the high press, which is what Cork caught them out with there.
Yeah, it's definitely a risk reward, and if a team's very good at pressing, they'll turn over possession. It's all about keeping possession these days in the game, isn't it? And a lot of coaches will see a goal kick as kicking away possession needlessly.
Speaking of, really winning possession for Limerick Desmond. Very well tracked back by Katie O'Gorman. Wins the throw as well. So it's Dunley, sends it clear. McCarthy battling with Bachmani. Bachmani sends it forward. And flag goes up for offside against Aideen Reedy.
Limerick Desmond have identified a weakness there in Cork's defence, and they seem to be pushing up pretty high, and it's leaving a 2-on-1 over here on the left hand side, and that's the second time now that that's happened.
It's the Cork player just in a little bit of trouble there. That's Faye Dunley. Got a clip in the ankle during that passage of play. Innocuous enough, but yeah, those are ones that hurt. Tip onto 17 minutes here in the first half of this Group 4 game in the SFAI Umbro Gaynor Cup. Still no goals.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see a player in discomfort there, but you know, the staff on these teams will be well trained and well able to deal with whatever it is. She doesn't seem to be too bad. It might be something hopefully she can run off.
Just one of those ones, I think, just when you get a bit of a clip on the ankle like that with these boots, they do hurt, so sure she'll be able to walk that off. So play about to get back underway here. 18 minutes just gone in the first half. Still no goals to report. going to be the Cork captain, the number 14, Faye Dunley. Get us back underway. Play resuming from the offside.
Yeah, and the men here are
Ball just skipping away from it. Deneran, can she get on the end of it? Strong in the tackle with Grace Fitzgibbon. It's Fitzgibbon who came away with possession.
Just a quick mention there, a set of Volkswagen keys have been handed into the Full-Time Productions tent. Somebody must have dropped them. A set of Volkswagen keys. We'll be sure to get them to a member of the SFEI staff who will be here over the 2 weeks. So if you've lost a set of keys, you can message the Full-Time Productions Facebook page, or you can give us a call. The number is on the Facebook page, and we'll be sure to get those keys back to you as soon as.
So with the break in play here, we're going to get an update from Jack Millen. Jack, what can you tell us about what's going on around the grounds?
Hi Alan, I'm here live from pitch 2 with the bird's eye view for the game between Kerry and South Tipperary, and I can tell you this Munster derby has all the feel of a Milan derby from the 1990s. This is a game of two really solid defences, not giving a lot away, and it feels like it could finish it all from the outset. They've looked very close. It could come down to one of the defences making a mistake, and I think whoever keeps their concentration for the full game will round the winners here.
Lovely stuff. Thank you very much for that, Jack. And Jack is going to be with us all week reporting from the corresponding fixtures to these games. So games going on across all 4 pitches.
Yeah, we weren't too sure what to add this year. We wanted to add something a little bit special. We'll be working with yourself and Jack for, of course, the Cork Business League games for the last year, and I just thought, just from Jack's commentary, I mean, his commentary is actually it's gold. And I was thinking there must be some capacity in which we could use him over these couple of weeks. I was thinking, why not Sky Sports give an update, on games going on around the place, because of course we're only covering one game live, but there's so many other games taking place, so it's great that we're able to give updates for that. And thanks for everybody for tuning in.
Indeed, and Peter Travers has now just exploded because you mentioned the Cork Business League on the stream.
It has. He's somewhere now sharing that video, of course. Leanne McCarthy says, good luck girls, cheering on my niece Lexi Kelleher playing for Cork, watching from Fife in Scotland. I wonder what will be the furthest distance we'll get somebody watching from this week. A few minutes for injury time, I reckon, at the end of the half.
Yeah, this game will run slightly longer than the other games going on around us. This is Buckmanny, and that's a really good pass forward, but just ahead of Leahy. Cork come clear with this. This is Murphy. Murphy's got McCarthy breaking to the right. McCarthy trying to take on Sarah Daly. Doing really well, getting to the byline. What can she do from here? That's a really good cutback. It's Murphy again. Murphy finds McCarthy once again. McCarthy gets that ball across. Oh, Murphy spilled it. Megan Barrett not too far away. The Cork number 17 ready to pounce on any mistake from Sarah May Murphy.
Yeah, good run there from the right wing. Just knocking the ball ahead of you, putting on the afterburners and beating her for pace. So she just didn't have anybody there in support. So turned back, played off the pass, but Limerick Desmond were back in numbers.
Blake trying to make something happen down this right hand side. This is her again. Blake, left footed ball swinging in, looking for Loftus. It's not particularly well dealt with, but dealt with just enough by Alice Murphy to put it behind for a corner.
Yeah, it's been a story of corners really this game so far. There's been a lot of corners. The best chances have come from corners, so I wonder, are we going to see that again here now?
So the ball swung in. Trying to get ahead of it, and a chance here for Buckmanny. Oh, just couldn't get the shot away. McCarthy turned backing in towards her goal in her own box. Ricochets back off a Cork player. McCarthy comes clear with this. It's Barrett.
Oh, look
Barrett,
at the speed.
The touch beyond Harris. What can she do from here, Barrett? Has a Denner in the centre of the company. Harris does really well to get back.
Yeah, I think
win
that's
possession.
fantastic. That's fantastic
danger.
defending. Once your man is beaten you, it's kind of usually tough to catch back up with them, but she made sure she put in all her effort there to get back level with her and just conceding the throw.
So this is Beth McCarthy, and play being called back. It was possibly a foul throw. And just a report on one of the other games. It's the Mayo game happening in one of the other pitches. Straight red card in that one and a penalty to Mayo. Kevin, you just confirm the details on that one.
Yeah, it seems to be a red card, a straight red card for number 5 for Clare, and a penalty for Mayo, and Mayo have just taken the lead. We don't have eyes on that one, but I'm just from looking in for experienced eyes, a straight red card and a penalty might have just been the last person back, and maybe taking down the player, denying a clear goal scoring opportunity, but that looks like it's the only.
So indeed, just over 5 minutes to go in normal time here in the games for the SFAI Gaynor Cup, and that's the first goal that we have around the grounds. Mayo 1 goal to the good, a penalty against Clare. It's broken the deadlock in Group 5. But back here on pitch 1, it is still Limerick Desmond 0, Cork 0.
Conor Williams says, I'm gutted. I looked on Paddy Power and I can't find this game to bet on. No betting allowed here. You'd be doing well to guess which way this one's going to go. 126 people tuning in now. Thanks for tuning in.
So Loftus skipping away from a tackle. That's a good pass. And just cut out by Ciara O'Keefe. Sent back forward. And this is with Murphy. Murphy closed down by Eva Loftus. Out of play for a throw. Kev, just under 5 minutes to go in normal time in the first half. Not much to separate these sides on the pitch either.
Not much. No, of course we had a couple of lengthy delays. I'm sure we'll see some significant stoppage time in the second half for that. Both best chances, I think, really coming from corners. Some corners delivered into really, really good areas, but on both occasions for either side, there just wasn't enough purchase on the player waiting in the box. And if I was a betting man like Conor Williams, wish he was watching this, I'd be betting on a draw or possibly a set piece being the one to break the deadlock in this one. Two very, very evenly matched teams.
I think I'd be keeping my money in my pocket because this one's too close to call so far. So Limerick Desmond with the throw on the halfway line. That's Blake. Really well done here from Cork to try and launch an attack. McCarthy's chasing it down. Sarah Daly elects to put that ball straight out of play. Snuff out the danger. It's Murphy from McCarthy. And Daly sends it clear. Oh, it's a really good touch from Loftus. So Limerick look to launch an attack. That's a diagonal ball played in behind. Cork going to have to deal with this. Murphy, ooh, casual in possession, but possession given away. And a chance here for Limerick Desmonds. Loftus with the strike.
Oh,
it's in! It's looped over the keeper. Eva Loftus has scored, and Limerick Desmond have taken the lead.
Well, how wrong was I? I thought it was going to be a 0-0, or I thought it was going to be a set piece. That was the decider, but it was a deft finish. And we did mention that Cork were a bit too casual in defence, and that Limerick Desmond had numbers to close them down. And how about this for a touch and a finish? What a goal! We've seen some cracking goals here already, and add that to the mix. Yeah, as it's 1-0.
Yeah, just spotted that Eva Kelly was off. O'Kelly was off her line, and deft touch to lob it over her. That was right out of the top drawer. So Limerick Desmond, a goal to the good here against Cork.
Yeah, and some goals starting to fly in the other games now. MGL North now have taken the lead, so that looks like it could be a double on for MGL North and South.
Indeed, MGL North counterparts to MGL South. The two Dublin sides split in half.
Is that where they're from? MGL? Is it
yes,
Dublin?
Metropolitan Girls League in Dublin.
Right.
So Cork electing to make a substitution, and it's the number 13, Alice Ameti, who's coming on.
I'd like to say thanks to all the people online watching as well. There, all the nice comments coming in about the stream. The SFAI have worked tirelessly to get these games not only on, but to stream them for the people who can't make it. And you'd feel like a superstar if you were out there and you were on a live stream. I don't know about you, but in my playing days, we didn't have live streaming. And if I was on a live stream, I'd feel like the most important person in the world. I'd certainly be nervous as well about making a mistake. Mark O'Connell says, "Come on, Cork girls," from Mark, Michelle and Sarah watching from Santa Ponsa. So that's the furthest away so far.
So Limerick back in possession. This is the goal scorer, Loftus. That's a really good pass. Picks out Leahy. Just let it run by her, but Leahy with the cut back inside. Bachmane looking for Leahy again. Dealt with by the defence and sent clear, and Limerick beginning to turn the screw. Deneran chasing down this one. And that pressure is forced to throw.
Give us a quick chance to look at the goal that's broken the deadlock here. And it was Cork being a bit too casual in defence. Again, it was good high pressing for Limerick Desmond. And how about this for a touch and a finish? Didn't even need to look. Knew where the keeper was going to be. Knew where she wanted to place it. And that is a special, special goal. You felt like it was going to take a mistake or something special to break the deadlock here. Both defences doing very well.
Yeah, Ava Loftus, that's a goal right out of the top drawer. That's one that's going to be on a highlight reel somewhere.
Yeah, it certainly is. Might be on our highlight reel at the end at the end of the tournament. The best goals. We've seen one in each match so far. If you're just joining us, MGL South against Louth. What a cracker of a goal we saw.
So half time here in the SFAI Gainer Cup Group 4 game between Limerick Desmond and Cork. Limerick Desmond take the lead. Goal from Eva Loftus in the 27th minute. The difference between the sides.
Where are you now when I missed you? You're sailing around in my peripheral. Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now?
You hear me, Joe?
their first ever Big Booty Cup title.
And you see there, it's a nice break from Bob Beswick going down the line. It's a nice inside run there from Brendan. It's a good finish. Excellent finish there.
Steadied as himself. This is the most important penalty he's ever taken. Emmett O'Shea versus Anchita to win it for Killarney. It's there! It's there! It's into the bottom corner and Killarney Celtic have won it! So, welcome back. Second half just about to get underway here in the SFAI Gaynor Cup Group 4 game between Limerick Desmond and Cork. Limerick Desmond, a goal to the good, a cracking goal from Eva Loftus, the 27th minute. The difference between the sides right now. What can Cork do to respond to that setback? And to be fair, Kev, Cork, have had their spells of dominance within the game. They don't look out of this by any means.
They certainly don't. There was nothing to choose between the teams until the goal. There was only the only chances we really saw were the chances from the corners, and then there was a brief spell of a break, which we didn't see any injury time for, and just out of nothing, just absolute piece of brilliance out of nothing from Limerick Desmond has them ahead against Cork. But the good news for Cork is that there hasn't been much in this game, and there's a whole half hour to overturn that.
So just a report around the grounds. MGL North have extended their lead. They're now 2 goals to the good against the North Eastern County Schoolgirls League. Mayo 1 goal up against Clare in the other game in Group 5, and in the other game in this group, Group 4, South Tipperary and Kerry is still scoreless. So the results from earlier today, and in Group 1 game we covered, it was MGL South who were 3-goal winners over Louth. Kildare 2-goal winners over Cavan Monaghan. Donegal beat Inishowen by 3-0. Sligo Leitrim beat Carlow by 3-1. So goals galore in the opening games.
We'll just give a quick mention there as well. A set of keys have been handed into the Full-Time Productions tent, a set of Volkswagen keys. It says Frank Keane Volkswagen. Now that might give an indication to, obviously not the person's name, but that's obviously the name of the dealer. That might give an indication to maybe who it belongs to. So we'll have the keys, or we'll hand them to the SFAI staff. We'll be here for the full 2 weeks, so you can contact us on the Full-Time Productions page, or you can contact the phone number that's on the Full-Time Productions page, and we'll be sure to get back to you straight away.
So that's Shirky. McCarthy with a strike. Oh, that's high and wide and off target. But an encouraging start to the second half for Cork as they look to try and reduce the deficit and bring it back to level terms. Again, Limerick going short with a kick out, and
of course we'll have the games coming thick and fast from tomorrow. We'll have a game at each time bracket, so 1 at 10, 1 at 12, 1 at 4 and 1 at 6. So it's football all the way. There's no Premier League, there's no World Cup at the minute.
Indeed, no World Cup this summer. We have to wait all the way until November for the World Cup in Qatar. So
that'll be strange, won't it? December.
yeah, this is your summer fix of football here from the University of Limerick across the next 2 weeks with the Gaynor and Kennedy Cups. It's Limerick's a searching ball. This is Buckmane coming again. Oh, that's a lovely pass if you can get on the end of it. It's here for Limerick Desmond, and it's 2-0, and it's Aideen Reedy, the number 6, with the goal. Limerick Desmond double their advantage just after half time, and it was a really well worked goal from Limerick Desmond. We'll have another look at it, Kev.
Yeah, it certainly was very well worked goal. I thought she was actually going to take the shot on here, and what a perfect pass. And it looked like the Cork defender might have done enough, but you know, when you're in the centre of the box like that, that's the ball that you want played back to you, the one where you can just tap it into the bottom corner, and that's exactly what happened. And in the blink of an eye, Limerick Desmond are 2-0 up against Cork, and you must say it's well deserved. Lovely bit of skill there.
Yeah, Eleanor Blake, it was her assist there, set up that goal, and she's been a thorn in the side of Cork so far.
Yeah, nice little nutmeg there.
Now we've got an update from our man in the field, Jack Millen. Jack, go ahead.
And I can see you just had a goal. I can only wish for that here, and things are still level. Things quite burst into life after my first call. A few more chances, but things have been kept level by Anna Shaughnessy in goal for Kerry, and for Abby Hassett in goal for Central Prairie. Both keepers putting off really stupendous saves. And it's still half time here now, but things should be getting going in the second half any minute. Cheers.
Thank you very much for that, Jack. Around the field reporting on the South Tipperary versus Kerry game. But back here in pitch 1, it is 2 goals to Limerick Desmond. They lead Cork by 2-0. And Aideen Reedy with the second, but really well worked team goal in the build up. And Cork now with it all to do. Daly throw looking for Buckmane. Cork come away with it. Sent forward. And Barrett trying to get on the end of it. Barrett making a nuisance of herself, but really well dealt with. This is Harris. And Barrett just putting her under pressure and forces her to put that ball out of play for a throw.
Wind starting to pick up again a bit here now. I think we're going to start to maybe getting an old shower or two for the end of the game. There's a great buzz around the place. There's a great atmosphere. You know, once the teams are out, and I don't know if many people are familiar with the UL Sports Campus, just the grass field that we have here. We have one pitch in front of us and we've 3 behind us, directly behind us, right next to each other, so we can hear the shouts as the goals are going in, so we kind of know from the direction of the shout which pitch is coming from as well. So yeah, just the general atmosphere, and just been down here for Kennedy Cups in the past as well. The amount of people that be down here watching some of these games, especially some of the finals, it's great to see. I'm really looking forward to these next 2 weeks.
So I believe we had a comment shouting out for Lexi Kelleher earlier. She's making her appearance there now, wearing the number 4 just after coming on as a substitute, along with Lauren Ballor. It's ball sent forward by Loftus. And Blake just not able to get on the end of it, but still battling for possession here. And Blake comes away with the ball, sends the cross in. It just skips away from everyone. And a free kick given. And that seemed innocuous enough. It seemed like the fall happened afterwards. But
yeah, it did. I think she said she kind of pushed into her back. And this is going to be another great chance here now for Limerick Desmond. You feel if a third goal goes in here, and it's very close to that 18-yard box. If a third goal goes in here, it could be.
So it's going to be Loftus, the goal scorer from the first half, to take. And Loftus, a left footer, so not the ideal angle for a left footer to try and take a shot on.
It's not.
Loftus with the strike. It found its way through. It's still there. It's there for Limerick, and they've scored again.
Oh, that's heartbreak for the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper had it in her hands. Looks like she dropped it, and it looks like now that could be the end of it for Cork. We'll get another look at the replay here.
Indeed, it's Aideen Reedy with her second goal of the game. Second goal in the space of a matter of minutes, and yeah, just that awkward bobble right in front of Eva O'Kelly.
That can catch out. It's the top keepers in the world, as we see it week in, week out. Just when the ball bounces just directly in front of you, it's hard to kind of adjust, and to think about where the ball is actually going to land, and all of a sudden we are 3-0 now, and Limerick Desmond.
Yeah, it's been all Limerick Desmond in the second half, and they're only growing in confidence now.
Yeah, 3-0 if you're just joining us. It's the second 3-0 we've had so far. There's plenty of time still left to go on this one.
These 22 minutes left in normal time, so these games go to 60 minutes. It's 30 minutes a half at this level of football, so plenty of time left. And as we've seen earlier today, it was Donegal and Cavan.
When, the game we just had?
No, Donegal and Midlands.
Donegal and
so Donegal 2-0 up. No, Galway.
Galway were 2-0 up.
Galway
yeah.
were 2-0 up
Yeah.
against Midlands, and Midlands came back and won 3-2. So nothing out of the impossible in these games.
Oh, certainly not. No, just in the blink of an eye. And as I was heading over to the accommodation and coming back, I actually bumped into some of the Midlands players and staff, and I congratulated them, and they're beaming. There's nothing quite like coming from behind to win a game of football, and that one just trickles wide.
Yeah, skipping over the top of O'Kelly there, misread the flight of it.
Yeah, just get a look at the first goal, if you missed it.
So this the goal from the first half, and Reedy, who's been absolutely brilliant today, and Loftus, what a finish, just spotting O'Kelly was off the line, and that dinked finish over the top. Murphy sends the ball clear, and this is Sarah Curtin. Curtin just looking for that ball, was searching for Ameti, couldn't find her. Daly with Ameti, and that ball runs out of play for a throw.
Kevin Deedy, be good if you could cover the SFEI Under-15 National Final, which takes place at the end of June. Kerry versus Limerick District. Venue and time to be confirmed. We shall see. I'm not saying it we're not, but I'm not saying we are either. We can't. We could, as you say, we cannot confirm or deny our involvement in that. But just as Jurgen Klopp said, you can book your hotel in Istanbul. Thanks for tuning in, Mark and Kevin Deedy.
So Sarah Daly trying to send the ball clear. Limerick eventually managed to get it clear, but it's only straight out for a throw, and pressure still on here from Cork. This is Ballor, just hounded out of possession by Bachmane. And Bachmane sends it clear, and this is Reedy again. Reedy with 2 goals to her name so far already today with the strike. Oh, just sends it wide. The goal at her mercy. We'll have another look at this.
Second goal.
This is the second goal, and that initial pass, just fantastic.
Yeah, it was fantastic. The weight of it, the positioning of it, it just gave the opportunity for that she was just able to square it straight away. And very quick look at the last one, which is unfortunate. It's a mistake. You never want to see goals from mistakes, but Limerick Desmond won't mind where the goals come from. And that was the third.
So the latest from around the grounds here in the University of Limerick. This game we're watching, Limerick Desmond 3 goals to the good against Cork. In the other game in Group 4, South Tipperary and Kerry, still no goals to be had. In Group 5, MGL North from Dublin taking on the Northern Eastern Counties Schoolgirls League, and MGL North 2 goals up in that one. And between Clare and Mayo, it's still Mayo 1 goal up on Clare. Clare reduced to 10 players, and it was a straight red card and a penalty in that one.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for Clare to get into that one. Get back into that one when you go down to 10 players. When you have less players on the pitch, it's really difficult to get back into. No, it's not impossible. Anything's possible, as we see.
See another replay of this. It's O'Keefe dispossessed, and Limerick come again. Reedy with the touch off, And the strike. Oh, that's wayward.
Yeah, keeper was happy with that one.
Goal to Kerry again.
Oh, and a chance here for Limerick. Oh, Cork put themselves under pressure from their own goal kick. Out of play. That's going to be out of play for a corner. And again, this propensity for the short kickouts, and it just really seems to be that they're putting themselves under unnecessary pressure
Yeah,
in their
it
own
does.
area.
As we spoke about in the previous game, it's
Square cut
risk.
short. Oh, it's in! Oh, what a goal that is! That's incredible. And Eva Loftus, her second goal of the game, and it's now Limerick Desmond 4, Cork 0.
Quick corner, hey.
What a goal! What a goal!
We'll have another look at this one. It was a short corner. And then just over the head of everyone and finds the inside of the net.
What
That is
a goal! What a
incredible.
goal that is!
And we've got a report from Jack Millen. Jack, go ahead.
Hi Alan, the game has burst into life here. Goal for Tipperary. They've got 1-0 up. Long range effort from number 16 Lily Flannery. Looped over Anna Shaughnessy in goal for Kerry, leaving her no chance. Really well taken goal. It's 1-0 Tipperary and probably the fair score on the balance of play so far. But things are really heating up. A lot more chances for both teams, and we could be in for a Grand Slam finish.
Lovely stuff. Thank you very much for that, Jack, as we approach halfway through this second half. And substitution to be made. And it will be the number 2, Summer Bean, coming on for Limerick Desmond League.
Just give us another chance. Our cameraman was staying fixed on the goal, waiting for the corner. They took a quick one. And look at that. I mean, that is a bullet. I mean, that's in real time. And that was at 90% speed, sorry. That wasn't even in real time. An absolute bullet. And there's absolutely no stopping that. And Limerick Desmond are now running riot. And there's still 16 minutes left.
And you feel now, unfortunately, no way back for Cork. But here they come again. And that's Ameti battling there. It's a good turn inside the box. But Cork, all the good play from that first half. And it just seems that they can't even find their passes in the Limerick Desmond half now.
Yeah, the heads are going to start to drop here now. This is where the management really earn their money. Just trying to get the heads of the Cork players up. That this game isn't over. There's still got 15 minutes left.
So it's O'Keefe winning possession and winning the throw.
Yeah, bad news for Kerry fans.
Indeed, South Tipperary now a goal to the good against Kerry. And as our man Jack Millen reporting,
Gotta love a bit of Jack.
it's on the face of things, he says it's a fair reflection on the game so far. So Kerry with work to do to try and get back into their game, which is of course the other game here in Group 4 in the Gaynor Cup. That's Adeniran. Switching play to Sherky. And Sherky facing her opposite number 10, Eleanor Blake, and it's Eleanor Blake winning possession. Oh, it's a lovely turn from Blake.
It's great.
Sherky
great
staying with her. Blake sending the ball forward, and this is Bean. And Bean with a bit of space to run into, plays the ball forward, was looking for Reedy, but pass is inaccurate, goes straight through to Eva Kelly.
Communication there, I think. It was a good pass, but they weren't on the same page there.
It's Lexi Kelleher winning the ball. This is Ballard, and she's looking for Lexi Kelleher, and Lexi Kelleher in a bit of space, breaking into the box. What can Kelleher do from here? He's gone past one tackle. Kelleher puts the ball across. Oh, just bobbled off the foot, unable to get the strike away. Still there, and strike comes in. Oh, it's parried away. It was a good save from Sarah May Murphy, and out for a corner.
Yeah, definitely they wanted at least something from that anyway. I think if that was a bit more in the corner, Cork would have got on the score sheet, but 4-1 well, I think would have been a fair enough reflection. Cork definitely deserved something from this game, but
so it's going to be a Adeniran to take. Adeniran's corner delivered in, headed clear. That's Curtin or Daly.
watching live from Portugal. Thanks, lads. Fantastic commentary and live footage from my wonderful niece. Is that Ava?
Ava, yeah.
Ava O'Kelly. I'm not very good with Irish names, unfortunately. And her Cork teammates, fantastic coach too, John O'Kelly. Thanks very much, Marie.
That is
O'Kelly.
Ava O'Kelly, the Cork goalkeeper. This is Bean. It's back with Bean again. Ricocheted off Shirky. Back with Bean. Plays the ball forward again. This is Blake. And Blake's doing really well to find Loftus. It's Reedy.
Oh, that's a good save.
Great save from O'Kelly to deny Reedy her hat trick. It's still here for Limerick. That's Leahy's cross. And straight into the arms of O'Kelly.
Yeah, that ball shouldn't have really found its way through, but when it did, I think the keeper did fantastically well there. You're definitely taught that as a modern day goalkeeper, that if you can't save quick enough with your hands, if the ball's low, use your feet. David De Gea, prime example of that.
Yeah, because you do see it at the top level at times. That,
Yeah, you do.
They're so instinctively to go with their hands that if they just move their foot,
Yeah,
a fraction, that they'd have saved it. But really well done there from Ava O'Kelly to deny Reedy her hat trick. So it's going to be a Denoran. Let's deliver this. It was bobbled awkwardly. He's still here for Cork and his chance. It's struck high and over.
Yeah, shouldn't have really been leaving that one bounce too many times, and I think she's just a small bit off balance there. Very hard to get over that and keep it down as we substitutions here now for Limerick. Desmond, they look to empty the benches really with 10 minutes to go. 4-0 really should be.
Indeed they are. It's Rachel Walsh and Rebecca Carey making their SFAI Gainer Cup debuts, and Reedy coming off. Looks like she's not going to get the chance to add to her tally and get the hat trick.
I'm sure she'll have plenty more chances in the games coming up.
Yeah, shaking the head as she came off there. I think she's disappointed not to go home with the game ball.
Yeah, great players always do. They're always disappointed.
So it will be Murphy to get us back underway. Bean just being put under pressure and dispossessed. This is now Kelleher. Oh, that's a lovely little bit of skill to skip away. Just the pass cut out. And really the story of the game in the second half. Just can't find those final balls. And that long pass goes all the way through to Eva O'Kelly. Kelly's thumping goal kick. Flicked on. Looking for a Denoran. It's back with Buckmane. Finds its way through to a Denoran. Oh, that's a good pass forward and a chance here possibly. Oh, Murphy really well out of the goal, reacting to it and getting down on it.
Just another mention there, we've had a set of Volkswagen keys handed into the Full-Time Productions tent. Frank Keane Volkswagen, so that's the name of the dealer. So if you have lost a set of keys, they're in the Full-Time Productions tent. We're going to be here all week. We'll be here all night as well. You can either contact us via the Facebook page or our phone number, or you can contact the SFAI, and we'll be sure to get them back to you, because I suppose there'll be no driving home unless you have the keys. So
Blake barreling down the right hand side here. Still Blake pressing into the box, and Blake gets the ball across. Oh, just ahead of Rebecca Carey, and out of play harmlessly for a goal kick in the end. But Blake doing really well there, breaking down the right hand side, taking on Sherky.
Yeah, third goal there now for MGL North. That looks like that game's over too. Still in the balance in the Clare Mayo game. You know, even though you're a player down, there's always a chance to get something at the end. And South Tip just still 1-0 up against Kerry.
Cork playing their way out of the trouble that they put themselves in. This is Dunlea sending it clear, looking for a Denoran. Ball just skipping past the Limerick defence. Back with them. Oh, this is Ahmedi.
Yeah, chance to play the ball through there first time, wasn't really taken. Good skill though.
Yeah, skipping past the tackle. Ahmedi looking to make a break to the byline if she can get there and swing something across. What can happen from here? Back to a Denoran. Denoran with a flick. Just dispossessed. Ciara O'Keefe and Limerick can now come clear again. Oh, it's really good play there from Alice Murphy. Strong in the tackle and wins the throw. So just under 8 minutes to go in normal time in this Gainer Cup Group 4 clash. That ball can find its way through to Lexi Kelleher. It can. Lexi Kelleher. Oh, just turned away from goal. Lexi trying to find a pass to Denoran with a strike from distance. never looked like it was going to go on target.
Some bad news coming in for Clare fans who may have been holding out hope that being a player down wouldn't impact negatively on the results, as Mayo have doubled their lead now.
Indeed, Clare, as mentioned, down to 10 players. It was a straight red card and a penalty for the first goal for Mayo, and now Mayo doubling the advantage in Group 5. Looking like they're going to take 3 points from that game. As Cork make another substitution, it's Eva Buckley coming on the number 2. Limerick emptying the bench. It's going to be Ruby May Bean coming on, number 18.
I'll try, man, but I don't have much of a fucking. There's a bar right my way, like. Alright, I'll try. Right. Yeah, I'll lower it, yeah. I'll lower it as best I can.
So Ruby May Bean, number 18, on for Limerick, making her Gainer Cup debut. Referee just consulting with her linesman, and Limerick awarded the throw. So just over 5 minutes to go in normal time. Looking like no way back for Cork in this one. It's Ballor. Buckmanny sends that clear. Maddie doing really well to win ball there. Still with Alice at Maddie. Breaking into the box. She can get a shot away. Maddie with the strike. Ooh. That ricochet taking it away from goal. It's a Denoran. Murphy with the cross. Now Maddie with the turn. It's come through to Lexi Kelleher. Kelleher cuts back inside. He's looking for Dunley. Unable to find her. This is O'Donnell. O'Donnell goes back to Adeniran. Taking up a deeper role as Adeniran now. She's playing as a striker in the first half. And Lexi Kelleher. It's come through to her. Back to Adeniran. This is better now from Cork, and this is their best spell of the second half. That skipping all the way through. It's going to go to Ava Buckley if she can keep it in play. Keeps it in play. But Eleanor Blake there to put the ball out of play. Out for a throw. It's Ballor. Back to Murphy. It's back with Ballor again. Ballor finds Adeniran in the box. Adeniran can break through. Oh, just skipped away from her. Sarah May Murphy able to pounce on it and snuff out the danger. Yeah, Cork deserve a goal for their pressure in the last few minutes. Limerick Desmond just taking the foot off the pedal, and they probably feel like this game was over once the fourth goal went in. Cork will be looking to right the wrongs of this game really in their game tomorrow. Their second game is going to be a must win, as South Tipperary still holding on at the minute. Just to repeat, a set of Volkswagen keys have been handed into the Full Time Productions tent. They have Frank Keane Volkswagens, that's the name of the dealer. So if you'd like to message the page or ring the number that's on the page, or somebody in the SFEI or the SFEI page, we'll be sure to get them back to you before you leave UL this evening. Back to the action on pitch here. Still Limerick Desmond 4, Cork 0. 2 goals from Ava Loftus and 2 goals from Aideen Reedy. The difference between the sides, and some cracking goals in there, Kev. Fantastic goals, yeah. We've seen a cracking goal from the first game. We've seen a couple from this. You know, we might not be covering all the pitches, but we might have enough goals to do a goal of the tournament, even goal of the day so far.
So yeah, some great display here. I mean, these are the best players in the country of their age group, and they're really showing that.
Oh, Lexi Keller doing really well there, and taking on this defence. Lexi Keller, she goes herself, and elects to hold the play up. This is O'Donnell. O'Donnell taking it to the byline and just overruns it out of play.
That's unfortunate.
Out for a goal kick. It's Cork make another change. It's going to be neat. Deneran's header sends it backwards and out of play. Out for a Limerick throw. And we have an update from Jack Millen. Jack, talk to us what's going on over on pitch 2.
Alan, over here, it's still as I left you before, Tipperary 1-0 up thanks to that wonder strike from Katie Spanier outside the box. But there's been some big chances for Kerry. Number 13, Laura Falvey, hit the bar. Kerry had a chance, cleared off the line, and Emma Daly up front has looked dangerous, pulling off some firm top roulette to create half chances. Still a lot of football here to be played due to a delayed kick-off, but at the moment still 1-0 Tipperary, but Kerry pushing for an equaliser.
Lovely stuff, thank you very much, Jack. So South Tipperary still 1 goal to the good against Kerry in the other game in this group, but Kerry with a couple of really good chances, unable to break their duck so far. Back here, this is Alice Ahmadi. Couple of good touches there, taken away. Ahmadi. Still Ahmadi in possession, still going. Breaking into a dangerous area, she can get a ball across, she's got support. Ball just skipping past everyone. Lexi Keller going in chase, can she keep it in place? She can, and wins the throw, does she?
Yeah, she's done very well there. I think on the right, every time she's got the ball down the right, she's been a threat. There just hasn't really been anybody in the middle for Cork just to pounce on it. I don't think they're pushing up enough as a team, but I suppose they're wary of Limerick Desmond on the break.
The ball sent across. At Maddie with a touch. Only finds Sarah May Murphy in the Limerick Desmond goal. As we tip into injury time in this game on pitch 1 in the University of Limerick. Blake winning possession, breaking down the left hand side. Strong tackle from Sarah Daly. Daly comes away with it. Well, this is Loftus, and Loftus back to Blake. Blake linking pretty well with Loftus. No, offside given. So just an update on the latest from around the grounds. As mentioned, it is Limerick Desmond 4, Cork 0. The other game in this group, South Tipperary still 1 goal to the good against Kerry. That game got underway slightly late, so still football to be played in that one. MGL North from Dublin 3-0 up against Northern Eastern Counties Schoolgirls League. And then in the other group 5 game, Mayo 2-0 to the good against 10 player Clare. The results from earlier today, the game we covered: MGL South 3-0 winners against Louth, Kildare beat Cavan Monaghan 2-0, Longford beat North Tipperary 1-0, Midlands came back from 2 goals down to beat Galway 3-2, Donegal 3-0 winners against Inishowen, and Sligo Leitrim beating Carlow by 3 goals to 1.
Yeah, we haven't been short of goals over these 2 sets of games anyway, as I count.
Quick maths, Kev, no pressure.
21, 24, 28. 28 goals over 10 games.
Yeah, so not a bad return if you're up here watching, or if you're watching on the live stream. Goals galore, you get to see and there's been a few stunners, to be fair.
No, there has, and we've seen 7 of them. We've seen 7 of those 28 goals, so
possibly still more to come here. Cork looking to make a break. We hear a shout from over on pitch 2. We're waiting an update from our man Jack Millen. But all over here in the SFAI Umbro Gainer Cup Group 4 game between Limerick Desmond and Cork. Limerick Desmond running away with it in the end. 4 goal winners over Cork. So absolutely cracking goals in this one. 2 goals from Eva Loftus and 2 goals from Eva Reid, Aideen Reedy. As we are going to swing our attention around to pitch 2 on the stream. And Jack Millen in with the report. Jack, what can you tell us?
It's not butter, but it is goal for Kerry as number 20, Jocelyn Cushion, hammers in an equaliser from the 6-yard box from a corner that wasn't cleared. We've got a few minutes left here to play. Both teams chase the winner.
Excellent stuff. Thank you very much, Jack, for that. You can see from our vantage point, I'm going to bring you the closing minutes of action here from South Tipperary versus Kerry.
Okay, hang on, I might be able to get this bar off.
But in the game, Limerick Desmond versus Cork, it has finished Limerick Desmond 4, Cork 0. So they will go top of Group 4.
Yeah, slightly obstructed view to pitch 2, but we said we'd bring you the last couple of minutes of it anyway, so that's it's 1-1 in that one. Kerry getting a very late goal. I think we could hear by the shouts it was a late goal anyway. Yeah, just final stages of this one now. Of course, this wasn't our feature game, this is our phoning game, but it was a delay at half-time, Alan, so it means we're able to catch the drastic last few moments.
Indeed, both sides pushing for a winner in this Group 4 game between South Tipperary and Kerry. We'll have to slightly forgive our camera angles, we're not set up for pitch 2 unfortunately, but we'll try to bring you as much of the action as we can. That ball sent forward by Ciara Casey. But back with Tipperary. Free kick given.
Come on, Kerry. There's definitely a happy man in Kerry. Kevin Deedy tuning in now, watching the last few moments, hoping Kerry can get a winner. They just might get it here. I think that's going to trickle out for a corner.
Indeed, corner been given to Kerry. Last few minutes of action here in the other game in Group 4. Looks like it's going to be Emma Daly, who I believe is the goal scorer from the second half. In Day's corner, that's a poor delivery, straight out of play.
Yeah, it's hard to know how long is left in this one, and I think that is the final whistle.
That is it. That is all over in the other game here in Group 4 of the Gaynor Cup. It's finished. South Tipperary 1, Kerry 1. Honours even, and by the sounds of the reports from Jack, a fair result in that one, which means they both go home with a point each. But it's going to be Limerick Desmond, who ran out 4-0 winners against Cork, who are going to top Group 4 after the first round of games.
Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now when I missed you? You're sailing around in my peripheral. Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now?